Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Didn't do any videoing yesterday because we were just chilling, catching up with stuff since we came back from our weekend away. Been doing lots of editing, been doing stuff for the new Facebook page, so hopefully by the time you see this there'll have been a few more videos that you'll have seen by now. We're really going to start focusing on Emily's diagnosis now. So coming up today we're going to be talking about her main diagnosis, borderline personality disorder. So I'm just popping out to the shop just to get some bits for tea because we've had a bit of a last couple of days. We've been a bit screamy and shouty, if I'm honest. It's getting to that stage now where kids have been off school for 5 months. Next week is we've got a week and a bit until they go back to school, and it's got to that stage now where we cannot wait. I mean, it's been nice up at the moment and everything, but seriously, enough's enough now. I think they need to go back and see their friends. We need to have a break. They've been at each other's throats for the last couple of days. Joshua's got quite a temper on him, it seems, at the minute. Daniel's quite sensitive. Doesn't take much to upset him. Yeah, it's been hard. Emily's obviously found it hard. I found it hard, and haven't really been on it as far as preparing dinner goes today. So nip to the co-op and get a baguette, cut it up and stick something inside it. What I was going to talk about was what happened with regards to me and work and everything like that when Emily got took ill. So when she first got took ill, it was very out of the blue. She suffered with postnatal depression with Joshua, our oldest son, and she was treated, and she went to various groups, and she was feeling a lot better. And it was 18 months later, and it was kind of like, we wanted another child, and we thought, well, at least now we know what to look out for. So she gave birth to Daniel, and everything was fine for a good year, really. Well, just after his first birthday, and I got a phone call from a friend of mine when I was at work. So I used to work on a lorry, so I was a good sort of 2 hours away from home, and I got a phone call from a friend of mine who Emily had so worried about having postnatal depression after Joshua. She didn't really want to admit to herself that she had it again. That was the problem. She was in hospital for about 3 or 4 days at that stage, so obviously I had to have time off work to look after the children, because Daniel was only 1 at the time, so he wasn't in school. Joshua was just he was in his last year of nursery. So obviously I had sort of like a few days off. I had a very good boss at the time, and he was like, you know, take as much time as you need, sort of thing. And to be honest with you, I never really went back after that, because I did. I went back. I mean, I was off for quite a while after she came out of hospital, because she didn't feel that she could cope with the children. So I stayed at home for probably a couple of weeks, so she could just rest completely. And I went back to work for probably a week. And actually, as it happens, I'd actually lost the position I had in the company. I'd effectively been demoted when I got back. Yeah, they said, because if it happens again, you know, you can't be out on the lorry, blah blah blah. You're just gonna have to be, you know. And they said, we can't rely, you know, we can't. Basically, they said, we can't rely on you, because you may have to have time off again. So effectively, I got demoted. But anyway, after a week, I ended up having to have more time off, because there was another suicide attempt. And fortunately, you know, I was paid. You know, I was paid full pay the whole time I was off, and after about a month, it became clear that, you know, this wasn't going to go away very quickly. So I said, I'm going to have to leave, because obviously Daniel was still 1. Joshua was only at nursery half days, he wasn't full time. And now 5 years later, I'm still off, as it were. It had been, she was just in and out of hospital for this part of 2 years really, and then she got her admission, which was a year long, which is when really everything improved and she got better and she came out. But her anxiety was still really bad, and she couldn't leave the house or anything like that for a good year after she came out of hospital, even though there was no self-harm after that. Yeah, now here we are, but we're in a position now where I can go back to work, but because of COVID, it's put everything on hold. So when the kids go back to school in a week's time, I'll be cracking on with my mission to go back to work, which in a way I'm really looking forward to. I really, really am looking forward to it. It will be a shock, but it's going to be good. It will be good. But unfortunately, the way that this country operates, and because Emily's ill and because of the benefits we get for her being ill, there's every possibility we might actually be worse off money-wise, me going back to work. But I'd rather be at work. I would rather be at work and have less money than sit at home and have more money. Yeah, it's got to that stage, I think. So Emily's having one of these days today. Hopefully in a bit we're going to get her to talk. Doesn't look very convincing, does she? So, I've tried to get Emily to talk about her borderline personality disorder, but she's not really feeling it today, if I'm honest, which is understandable, considering, you know, it's a hard thing for her to talk about. So she hasn't been feeling great, not necessarily mentally, just a little bit under the weather, you know. I think the weather's changed. When the weather changes, it goes from being really hot, doesn't it, and then rainy and cold, and it just makes you feel eh. So, yeah, I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching. You know, we really do appreciate your support. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that would be really appreciate that. It'd be great. And hit that like button, comment below, whatever. We'll see you soon. Bye.